check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. My hallucination I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out yet? Did I find out where? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed where my arm on face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on our home team. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he returns this to the 22. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Somebody got to do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody got to do it. Turn his TV off. 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 Turn his TV off.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Hey, Cougar 19. 18 Cardinal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Hampton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Still going inside the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
18, right in. Buffalo 18.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now a handoff looking right. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
Go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
He'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the 1st down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, he finds Royals. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Xavier Worthy With career touchdown number 158, that pushes him past Randy Moss and into fourth place all time. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it second down and 11. Herbert now. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Herbert changing things up. Trying to run for it with Hampton. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 10 more there and another first down.
Partner, we always talk about how important third down is, but I think first down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. After the run, now Herbert to throw. He'll swing this out to Harvey. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
21.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Hampton. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Herbert. He gets this to Hampton. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Oronde Gadsden with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go now.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pressure comes and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
To number 84. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
At the Chargers' 48-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Back to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Let's go. 19. Trick the Eagle.
Now back to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in a first. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and 4. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll check this one down to Hampton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now he'll tuck this and run.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Up the middle, it's Hampton.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Omarion Hampton, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Back to throw here.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Able to locate his running back open downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter.
Cardinal, 18 Romney, 18, 19 Lions, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
That is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
70 Lions. Warriors, 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
at the 6-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 9-yard line.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Xavier Worthy.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. He'll dump this off to Hampton, complete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll work inside here. Hampton.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On the give, this is Hampton.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Finding Harris over the middle.
And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. From the 50, here's Herbert. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Leo Chanel.
He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
70, Timberwolves. Go.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Third and 8.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, Kappa. Hey, Ray.
Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Chargers, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for
Queen left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. And mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you wanna